Welcome to this week's Listeners' Questions, where I am joined by Grace Dent, and I, for one, cannot wait to find out what your Nando's order is. Okay, first question is, hi Grace and Caroline, what are your death row meals? Starter, main, dessert and drink. Bloody hell.
I always think that if I was about to be killed, I think it might curb my appetite for the first time in my life.
So let's say what's your desert island meal? That's friendlier.
Oh, God. I think it would be the thing I made on Christmas MasterChef, where I made, like, just butter chicken. You know, I made butter chicken and I made a saffron pilau and this kind of cucumber kachumba type thing. But the butter chicken has so much... It's butter in it that when you're making it yourself, it's just
you can just see it
indulgent.
Oh, but it doesn't clog your arteries, so that's fine.
It's like it's that.
I like a fried chicken. It'd be
with
fried chicken
with a breadcrumb,
with a proper. It has to crunch, and I love a chicken skin. Like when you bite and the skin. I'm an animal in that way. I'm sorry to the vegans out there, but I had fried chicken. I'd just be like, this first thing I see.
Yeah,
I could live without a dessert. I don't have a sweet tooth really, although I did eat a load of ice cream last night for some random reason.
She asked for a starter. She asked for a main course, but she asked for a dessert. The dessert would be some kind of right. Do you know what? I never allow myself, and it's banoffee pie. Right?
I do like a banoffee
because
pie.
Banoffee pie is always everything else is about 400 calories, and then the banoffee pie, God knows what they put in it. It's about 1,000 calories.
Oh, I did make a banana cream pudding for my brother's birthday. I'd do like from the south of Mississippi, a banana cream pudding. Could be my dessert.
The last thing I want to eat before I die is one of those those proper 70s kind of northern puddings, like spotted dick.
Like something really cloying.
I want something with suet in it, and I'm going to have it with a tin of custard. I don't want creme anglaise, right? Oh. I want a tin of custard, and I'm going to eat the custard with a spoon cold.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Cold custard.
And then I'm just going to say, right, you can shoot me now.
I'm ready now. Okay. Hi, Grace. I love your podcast, but I'm wondering, what is your go-to comfort food when you need a pick-me-up?
Rice pudding.
I love a rice pudding. My nanny used to make rice pudding. She'd go, if you're hungry, pet, and make me a rice pudding. Be ready in half an hour. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it.
Homemade rice pudding that comes out and the top's got crispy and brown.
Crusty brown rice pudding. Oh,
yeah.
My God. Maybe
and
just the same family.
Eating it standing up over a hob, going, I'll stop in a minute. It's finished.
Tragic. If you could host your dream dinner party and invite 3 people, dead or alive, who would they be and what would you serve them? That's very dramatic. Don't worry about what you'd serve them. Who would they be?
I would have... oh, God. Do you know... Oh, God, this question.
Well
right.
done, Sophia.
When I did A-level history and I studied Queen Elizabeth I, and I've always been fascinated by her. So I don't know what level of bizarre she would be, but I would have her. I'd have Tracy Emin. I think that would be a nice spicy mix. Love Tracy Emin. And Joan Collins.
Oh, I love Joan Collins.
So I've got 3 parts of my life there.
That's going to be a quiet dinner.
I think Joan and Tracy are friends.
I was at the launch of Joan Collins' beauty range, and she walked into Claridge's. We're all waiting there with bated breath because it's Joan Collins.
Yeah.
So we're all waiting. She had the Chanel clutch under her arm. She walked in and she was like, "Hi, everyone." She just took the Chanel. She just threw it into the corner of the room, and everyone went, "Ah!" And then went back to and her assistant was behind her and just went, "Oh, leave it, it's fine." She just threw it into the corner where she could see it, but she threw the Chanel and she just like a frisbee. Vroom. She's like, "Hi." But what her presence said was, "You are so welcome to be in my presence."
Yes.
You're welcome. Which
that is 100% where I want to be at the age of 80.
She's in her high 80s.
She's 80. What I don't understand with Joan Collins is if it was only just one good photo of her now and again, I would go, well, that's just filtered. But you'll get a photo of Joan Collins on the Mail Online sidebar and she's just being papped, getting out of a car in Los Angeles.
And she looks amazing.
How is she doing that?
I know she's meticulous about what she eats and drinks. Meticulous. She's still doing like the Hollywood diet that the starlets did. But she still enjoys her life. I mean, you go, babe.
She used to say, when I was a little girl, Mummy used to take me to the circus to see the, what did she say, the fat lady and the tattooed man. But now they're everywhere. And I was like...
She also said, I've never drinking a diet drink because I've never seen a thin person drinking one. I mean, you can only get away with that if you're Joan Collins or
You
Barbara
have to
Streisand.
Did you see Barbara?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God.
I did. But I love it.
Oh my God.
But then Melissa comes out, she's like, Barbara Streisand knows I'm alive. I don't give a shit what she said to me, and we're friends. Leave her alone. I mean, let's do
Oh my God.
quick little this or that.
Go
okay? You're going to... What's your Nando's order? This was my question. I'm not going to lie, because I had it last night and we started talking about
Butterfly chicken with macho peas and the
heat?
spicy.
What
right,
heat?
Look, I don't really like the heat
I like
at
medium.
Nando's.
I like medium.
I sometimes just totally get away from the heat and do the lemon. I think the heat's not. It's not a good heat at Nando's. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry,
They're not
Nando's.
going to mind. It's bloody
But it's like I like the lemons. You can buy that lemon sauce now.
You can buy them all. Risotto.
I like those olives at Nando's.
I don't like an olive, Grace. I'm not going to lie.
Or are you one of those people that just thinks they're kind of shit grapes?
Horrible. I can't do olives. I can't do anything in that group. Apparently it's like a gene. Coffee, coriander, cloves, olives, anything that's got that. I can't do it. No.
Coffee, coriander, cloves.
It's like a whole
Are you
thing.
talking about things that begin with
Capers.
C?
No, but it could be.
That's not
Capers,
C.
cucumber I also fucking hate, but it could be C's. But then I love
Just name them
cheeseburgers.
C's.
But then I love cheeseburgers,
Just name them
so it's
C's.
good. It's fine.
It's like...
It's fine. Risotto or pasta?
Oh, pasta. Risotto's just damp rice, isn't it?
Nice. Indian or Chinese?
Indian food. I'm sorry, China.
Sunday roast or afternoon tea?
Sunday roast, but the best bit about Sunday roast is when everyone else has just gone and you can eat leftovers in your pyjamas before watching Antiques Roadshow.
Amazing. I am obsessed with watching the best bits of Antiques Roadshow on YouTube.
Yes.
I'm obsessed. It's the old guy in America who had a Rolex that he bought with his money when he was in the services, and it's worth over $1 million, and he literally falls down onto the floor, and it's had millions and millions of views because it's so warm. You're just like, you want everything for this man. I'll send you the links. It's fantastic.
It's worth $1 million.
You'll be lost. You'll just be like, how did I not know this exists? Because he had all the paperwork.
Of course.
And he'd never worn it. Cheese fondue or chocolate fondue?
Cheese fondue, chocolate fondue, very déclassé.
Who cares? This one I wasn't going to ask you because I thought you were going to be a bit more vegan, but I'm going for it. Penne arrabbiata or spaghetti carbonara?
Arrabbiata.
No,
I think carbonara can be a bit dodge.
It can be a bit dodgy, and if anything that involves an egg, you're going to be like, it's not made in the right way. And then people put cream into it, and it's just wrong.
It's a flabby ham skin sitting in it. Yeah.
My
Carbonara is what you get when you're like some guy you're dating in your 20s goes, well, I'm quite the chef. And then you get there and he's like cutting Lurpak bacon and hoying it into a load of penne.
Oh, God.
And you still date him for at least 7 or 8 months.
And you haven't got a job.
He's like, he hasn't got a job.
I used to work with a girl called Lisa, who the beauty world will know. And she was from South London, Elephant Castle, and she loved penne arrabbiata. But we would then became an in-joke. So at lunchtime, we'd go, if we were going to go, when we were all in Fenwick, for example, there was a cafe around the corner, that's still there. And it'd be rammed at lunchtime because it was normal pricing, it wasn't expensive. But they did a penne arrabbiata. She'd go, I'm just going to go for an arrabbiata, and they're coming. And every time I see arrabbiata, and Lisa's also who I did some beauty training with in Paris. And of course, it's a lot of croissants, it's a lot of French food.
Yeah.
I was happy as Larry. And I said, do you want... I said, what are you going to have, Lisa? And she went, what's this then? She went, do you know what? I'm just going to have an omelette. I know where I am with eggs. I know where I am with omelette.
I once heard another northern person at a launch going, there was a pan of chocolat, and they went, oh, I love these tiny little chocolate pasties. And I was like, I don't know, I don't even want to correct you.
I got off the train, because I do a lot of travelling around the stores, like Space and Case and stuff, and I got off the train in Leeds, and obviously if you're in London and you go past a Pret, it's rammed.
Yeah.
Rammed. They won't come out the door, but they'll curve round into Pret, you know.
Yeah.
And Pret had one person in it, and the queue for Greggs was out the door and around the corner. Northerners will stand outside. So I don't take coats when I go out still. It's still in my head. Like, I don't need a coat. And my husband's always like, she's Northern, it's fine.
Yeah, we don't take coats because someone will nick it.
And you can't put it down in the bar, get nicked. You don't want to carry it home, and then you get sweaty. What's the point? This episode is obviously brought to you by the Skinrocks app, your free to download ultimate guide to skincare, made by me, all in one place. With a catalogue of over 24,000 products and over 600 expertly written articles and guides with new content daily, it really is your destination for your best skin yet. And I'm thrilled, because I can, to offer you an exclusive discount to unlock an elevated app experience with exclusive features and even more skincare expertise from me, plus so much more. Revolutionise the way you discover, shop and learn about skincare with our multi-award-winning app. Download the SkinRocks app for free and sign up to Premium with your exclusive code CHPOD, all in caps, to save £10 off your annual subscription. More details in the show notes. Do you have a favourite restaurant? If you had to pick, like, if someone said, we're going to go have a lovely blah, blah, blah. Or today. What's your favourite one today? Because you can't, it's like someone says to me, what's your favourite moisturiser? I'm like, behave.
If I had to go somewhere right now, I would go to Gymkhana, the Indian restaurant on Albemarle Street. Or I would go to I'm going to one of my favourite places ever on Friday night. I'm going to the Dover, which is also just round there, which is just so glamorous and beautiful, and the lighting is so twinkly, and it's all kind
Every
of
time
like...
I see a picture from there, everyone looks fabulous. I'm like, you have done that lighting on purpose for Insta.
100%.
Well done.
It's gorgeous. But it is just spaghetti and things. But
still,
it's just...
spaghetti in a lovely atmosphere.
Yeah.
Favourite chef? Can you pick one?
Oh, my God.
Is it made easy by saying favourite male chef and female chef?
Oh, my God.
Oh,
No one's ever asked me that.
Ooh!
Who's my favourite chef?
We got one. Every time we get someone, they go, no one's ever asked me that. We're like, yes.
No one ever asks me that. My favourite person who cooks, who has been a massive influence on me during my life, is Delia Smith.
Love that.
And I'd watch Delia on TV over almost everyone. I mean, I'm talking about cooks here, but Nigel Slater is the person that I love.
I read as a book. And Elizabeth David books I read as books. Yeah. Did you, what do you think of Nigella and the microwave?
Do you know, I think Nigella knew what she was.
Of course she knew what she was doing.
100% doing.
My husband hasn't watched a cooking show in his life, but if Nigella's on, that man is sitting his ass down. God. And actually, her How to Eat is one of my most used cookbooks.
I love her.
Her How to Eat is, I mean, it's perfectly titled too.
It's like meeting the Pope, isn't it, when she...
I mean, I haven't met Nigella. But, yeah, I would bow down. If I said I was doing a pod with Nigella, Jim would go, I'm coming. Microwave. I mean, who eats like that? And it's all the nods to the camera like... like, you know what this sauce is. Like, you're literally having sex with my husband's eyes right now. I mean, she knows what she's doing. Oh, fair play. Okay. Favourite dessert? We've already had a little bit of a delve into the...
my favourite dessert is probably a classic British...
Sticky toffee pudding, spotted dick.
But it would be... I do love a trifle, but what I like is a trifle where I'm not into people gilding the lily by suddenly going, I'm going to put a layer of marmalade.
Oh, why would you fuck up with marmalade? I hate marmalade.
No. What I want you to go to the corner shop and buy a Swiss roll, and I want you to soak that Swiss roll in slices in sherry, and then put it in custard, cream, bit of jelly, and that. I do, I've said this before. I am a sucker for a bird's trifle out of a box. Do you know what I mean? I
do know exactly what you mean. My mum made a great trifle. I've got her trifle bowl at home, and I made banana cream pudding in it last month. As I've got older, the pudding part of the menu is the best bit. I'm still not obsessed, but I'm appreciative.
Anything where they've taken like old croissant and then just kind of put layers of custard on top of it, and then maybe put creme brulee along the top, and then maybe some more meringues, and then set fire to it with a blowtorch. Anything like that.
I fucking love eating those. Yeah. So I'm annoyed it's called Eton, but that's fine. That's me being working class. And my final question, because this is how we judge people. What's your McDonald's order?
I love a fillet of fish.
Why? No one ever says that. I love a fillet of fish. I've eaten it since I was a kid.
There you go.
Since I was 4. My mum was a McDonald's manager.
There you go.
In the States in the 70s. It was like a highfalutin job. Fillet of fish nearly every day for like 5 years.
If me and you had to go into Mackie D's now, I'm getting 2 fillet of fishes because they're very small. They're
very
only
small.
a bite.
And I sometimes,
right?
if the bread isn't attached properly, I take it off and I save the calories and I'll have another fillet of fish.
And then I would have a large fries, and I would dip it into the curry sauce. And I'm sitting there and I'm dipping. No dry bites. And I'm having a really large Diet Coke with loads of ice, getting that caffeine into me.
So I am a fat Coke. Which I only say because when you say Coke, I get offended when they go diet. I'm like, what are you trying to say? I'll have a fat Coke because that just negates the conversation. I want a 1/4 pounder of cheese with a fillet of fish chaser.
Yeah.
And if the chips are fresh, I'll go. But I'm not wasting the calories if they're not fresh out the fryer. There's nothing
they've got to be
worse than a
hot.
cold chip. I want them hot, and I want them so crusty with salt that I'm actually worried I might kill myself. Fat Coke, 1/4 pounder of cheese, fillet of fish chaser. If everyone else has had chips and they're fresh, I'll be like, can I have a few of your chips? And my husband's like, just order your own.
No, but they've
They've got to be fresh.
Bit.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
You're allowed to come to my McDonald's party.
Perfect.
Thanks, Grace.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Thanks for listening. I'm back on Monday with a new guest, so make sure you tune in. Until then, I'm glad we had this chat. New episodes are available every Monday and Wednesday. Follow or subscribe now on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Glad We Had This Chat is produced by Wall to Wall Media.